shots.
Nigga, if you buying that ticket, you be fucking.
I got everything I need at my house. I don't need a hall pass.
Every time I get to a corner and I see somebody doing a famous Baltimore gangster lean.
We outside.
We're running it back. We're gonna run it back. Hold on.
I like that.
And when I got there, I was like babysitting. And
My thought was, what do we tell our sons?
Nigga, if you buying that ticket, you be fucking.
I got everything I need at my house. I don't need a hall pass.
Every time I get to a corner and I see somebody doing a famous Baltimore gangster lean.
We outside.
Okay, people, we outside, as you heard.
We outside. Let's talk about the new intro. Let's do that first.
I gotta fix it. Hutch,
Yo!
how you doing today?
It's been a rough one, boy, I tell you, but it's all good.
Did you get a chance to look at the new intro?
No, I didn't see the scene. No, I ain't
All right,
Yeah.
we're doing it again.
Run it back.
And when I got there, I was like babysitting. And
My thought was, what do we tell our sons?
Nigga, if you buying that ticket, you be fucking.
I got everything I need at my house. I don't need a hall pass.
Every time I get to a corner and I see somebody doing a famous Baltimore gangster lean.
We outside.
And when I got
Was there some sounds in the background?
You have to hit the button to hear it.
Oh, okay.
hit what button to hear it?
That was the best part.
What was it saying?
It was he sampled different things that we said in our shows.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it took me a long time.
It was
Sure.
nice.
Check that out.
Shorty be getting it done. Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great
Thank
job.
you.
I like that.
I tip my hat to you.
Well, this will be a new countdown. Anyways, so what's going on this weekend for everybody? Who did what? Who got done?
Damn.
Y'all don't want all that information.
We're gonna start with Sharp Lady today.
Well,
How was your weekend?
I spent my weekend partially cruising and coming back. Had a nice vacation. Shout out to
Cruise.
Bro, they came through again and picked me up.
Shout out to To and Fro.
Shout out to To and Fro. Them people is everywhere.
Yes, they are.
So where'd you go?
I went to the Western Caribbean and just laid back on the beach. Had good food, good drinks, and met some good folks.
What is considered the Western Caribbean?
Different islands. We started off with Atlantis, which is kind of off of the Nassau side.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just kind of cruise on down, but you don't go as far as like Jamaica. Went to this other island called Princess Cays, which is a private island owned by Carnival Cruise Line, but it's really nice. Went to Half Moon, which is another island. So,
Okay.
shout out to Carnival. They did their thing. I had a very good time on the Carnival Liberty.
Did you stick your own drinks on board?
No, but I actually brought back some drinks. They had a very, very, very good sale. On, I guess you could say, the duty free shop. So brought back some Patron, some white Hennessy, some Bacardi.
Okay,
So when we're in
so
person, we're gonna get some white Hennessy.
Possibly.
I was about to say party at Kathy house.
Yeah. And the most amazing thing was that everyone knows that that, you know, even though I'm not a smoker, that cigarettes are about $11, close to $11 a pack. So you could buy the whole case of Newports for $38 at the duty free shop on the ship.
So
you
you
out here
came back selling
slinging
cigarettes?
Lucy's?
Nope, I did not, but I was tempted.
Out here slinging Lucy's.
I'd have got a couple boxes and been like, hit me up.
I know you know somebody in the jail.
More people was interested because, like, you know, just to give you an example, the white Hennessy was on sale for $53. So that was more the bargain. The Patron, they had a one day that was like $48, and it was this other type of tequila, Celotes, Celote. I think I'm pronouncing it right, but like you can't buy it. No, you can't buy it in the States. So they had a big sale on that, so a lot of people were going for that. But ultimately, I enjoyed myself. Took a lot of pictures.
A lot of pictures, so we're gonna see it on Facebook.
Post them.
Nah, I don't want to post these on Facebook.
Oh,
Lord. Are we gonna see a lot of hands?
Oh, and I won $500. I sat down at the slot machine, second spin, $500.
Okay, $500 richer.
Huh?
I say you $500 richer.
Yeah, well, for somebody that's not a gambler, and that was only my second time gambling in life, I think I was doing it big.
That's how they suck you in.
Well,
come on, lose the house, lose everything. Just come on.
No,
come on.
I got sucked because I spun and then I got up and cashed out.
Okay, that's the right way to do it. Boss lady, how was your weekend?
Can you go next?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix something on the back end.
Okay. Well, my weekend was wonderful. I didn't have any parties this weekend, so I got to relax and chill. Did some painting and wash some clothes and play with my dogs. So that was wonderful for me. What about you, Hutch?
I did a little bit of transporting. Trying to gear up for this school year that's been kicking my ass already.
How was your cruise?
Which cruise?
The one to the West Caribbean.
Oh, I didn't get invited.
He tried it, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, Hutch be out the country so often. I thought I might get one in.
I didn't get invited. But other than that, you know, it's just been a chill time.
I seen your post. How you booked?
Yeah, he's full to the max. He has no more.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of some kids.
How you trying to get rid of some money?
Because it's too much.
I feel you. Somebody told me some good stuff last week that I had to think about. They told me all money isn't good money.
Dang, all right, it's not.
Because I damn sure was about to be on some low down shit. And then somebody was like, dog, you it's not even worth it.
But I told you that before, though.
Yeah. I think most the business people that I deal with told me that. But, you know, when you're addicted to this cash.
It finally clicked in, synced in. All right, so I was trying to get the comments up. So
my bad.
I ain't here to read them. Randy said he likes the intro.
Thank you.
Marlon said that intro is fire. I thought that said, does that say that? I thought it said thought. Sorry. Respect. What's up, folks? That's my husband, y'all.
I'm gonna let you go.
Randy said I stocked up on the rum on my way back from Jamaica. So y'all having parties, huh? Y'all ready for us? And Marlon said,
what kind of rum did y'all get, though?
They had different kinds.
I mean, I know. I'm talking about what kind of rum did y'all get? Because, you know, when you go out the country, it's best that you get stuff that ain't going to be
Let me show you the one I have.
That bottle a year old.
It is.
You Negroes.
But doesn't alcohol don't expire, right?
Until you got alcohol poison, no.
I never opened mine, so this was the one I got from Jamaica.
Okay.
The Appleton, the Appleton.
That Appleton make it wrong. Not
What you
Yeah.
said? I want to make a rum punch with it, so that's why I haven't opened it. Because I need like 20 other things to make rum punch.
That thing gonna be strong.
You know what else I tried while I was out, and I don't know how you all liked it, but I had the banana rum cake.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
It really did give you that buzz.
Okay.
I know this is weird, but I don't like rum cakes. They be too strong for me.
The cake.
And I don't feel as strong like I'm getting a buzz off the cake. I feel like I just taste alcohol and I want to taste cake.
That's your inner demons fighting with themselves.
I was going to say that's me being greedy, but what you know. All right, so I got the comments up and running. So my weekend, drum roll, just ended. I went to Chicago on a girls trip.
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town. No, I did not go see the Black Ink Crew. Because my tour guide did not have a clue of what I was talking about.
That's crazy.
I guess I could have Googled it, but my girl was like, "What show?" And I was like, "Never mind. Don't even worry about it." Because I also don't like any of them anymore. So it wouldn't have been that exciting for me. But yeah, so we did a lot of walking. Let's see. I went to go see some bean that everybody is excited about. I guess it's cute. It's this mirror thing and you can take pictures in it. It was a long walk for me just to look at that, but whatever. Went on the tour, the boat tour. It's so beautiful. Like that was probably my favorite part. Like it's so pretty. I enjoyed that. We went to a couple restaurants. I got my deep dish pizza.
How was it?
Trash.
Was it better than Pizza Hut?
I would rather go to Pizza Hut.
Damn.
Yeah, because I didn't do like a whole pizza tour. We asked a local, like, where's the best place to go get deep dish pizza? She was like, here are 2 spots for deep dish pizza. But honestly, I don't even like the deep dish pizza. And a couple other people was like, they didn't like the deep dish pizza. So we went to a pizza spot. I got the deep dish. They got regular pizza. What that place, I'm not going to speak for all of Chicago, but I feel like what deep dish is to them, it isn't a deep pan, but the crust is still thin. So I guess there's room for your toppings to, I don't know, sit on top of it.
Sound like a pizza bowl.
Basically. So I was left unimpressed. We did go to, I think it's Garrett's Popcorn. I might do a reel of my trip and you'll see it on there. The popcorn lived up to popcorn, but I mean, it was good. And then what else? What else happened? Oh, yes. Southwest, count your days. Because they lost their mind. We woke up yesterday to come back home. I was ready to see my family. I missed my daughter's first day of school because I was like a deadbeat dad. I was like, hey, send me a picture of her so I can post it. Definitely felt what it was like to be a deadbeat dad because he sent it to me and I posted it. And I meant to go buy my husband's new phone because that picture looked like it was me going into the 5th grade or something. I was like, babe, when I get home, we're going to go to Verizon because you can't be out in these streets with that type of photography.
You
But
with that new flip?
shut up.
The new Samsung flip
It's
phone?
funny because my uncle still has a flip phone, and I think the picture
Now they
taken.
got a new one though.
My uncle has a flip phone, and I swear to God, his pictures are better than the picture Marlon sent me. I was like, and my uncle does not have a new flip phone. I don't understand where he got it from. But anyway, so we wake up yesterday. Our flight was supposed to be at 5 p.m. Shout out to To and Fro Transportation because that is who took us to the airport. However, as the rest of the story goes, so our flight is leaving at 5 p.m. We're like, all right, we're going to go to the airport, check in luggage, then roam the city a little bit more and eat while we're out. As we're going to the airport, we get a text, our flight's canceled. We get a little closer, they rescheduled us for another flight, for a 6 o'clock flight. Get into the airport, the lady's like, oh, the 6 o'clock one was canceled too, but I can put you on the 12:25 flight. I said, okay, bet that's good. So I can go see my family. I'm ready to go. She gives us the ticket, and I was like, wait, if it leaves at 12:25, why isn't it landing until 5 o'clock? And she was like, oh, it's a stop in Rochester, New York, but you don't have to get off the plane. It'll be, they're just dropping off passengers like it's a bus, and then it's going to go to Baltimore. So we're like, okay, cool. She was like, I recommend you upgrading your boarding because, y'all checking in like an hour or so before the flight. So we paid the upgrade so that we could board with A, get to Rochester, New York, and they're like, hey, if you're going to Baltimore, stay on the plane so that we can get a head count and then we can take off. 5 minutes later, they're like, everybody get off the plane. This plane is being grounded and will not fly for the rest of the day. So we get off thinking they're just going to put us on a different plane. Maybe they need to clean this one or a smaller plane. I get off, I look, the flight is canceled again. So the guy's like, the guy at the desk was rude as all outdoors. He had zero fucks to the fact that we had a canceled flight. So he's like, I can put you on a flight 6 a.m. tomorrow. I was like, I can't do 6 a.m. I have a doctor's appointment at 8 a.m. He was like, well, that's the best I can do. He was like, we have one ticket that's going back to Chicago and then flying to Baltimore. We can put one person on that. I was like, bro, we came together. We ain't leaving separately, so no. So he booked us for the 6 a.m. flight. We just went to the rental car place and drove to Baltimore. And I had to get up for that 8 o'clock appointment and go to work today. So sis is tired.
I like Home Alone. I like a Home Alone story.
You should have called To and Fro.
Hold up, listen. I don't think To and Fro was going to come to New York for me.
They might.
Because he said he was booked and busy.
Yeah.
I tried to get him. I was like, well, I still got a return trip. So can you meet me at the airport? He was like, I got a couple pickups to do. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go home. I got to go to sleep.
You could have called the pastor.
What I will say, I not Home Alone, but it was given my favorite genre, Hallmark Christmas movies. Get to the airport, flight is canceled, and you determined to get home, so you go and drive. I was
Marlon didn't ride a white horse up there?
He didn't.
Oh, man.
He was
now,
like,
that's a Hallmark movie.
He was like, I'm about to go to work, so let me know what happens.
Sorry, sis.
I was like, well, I will see you. I'll meet you at the house because that's probably we getting there at the same time. But yes, that was my girl's trip.
So let me ask y'all a question. Say you are, Toya has proven loyalty to her friends, but let's say like you go somewhere with a group or your partner, your significant other, whoever, and let's say a situation like that happened. They only had one ticket. So let's say your partner had COVID. Would y'all leave them?
Don't you have to leave the person that has COVID?
Or you can stay and catch COVID.
You can get another room.
I gotta pay for another room?
Yeah.
I mean, the way my bank account is set up, I got checking in the savings, and like that's really how I felt at the car rental place, though.
Hell yeah!
I said, if I swipe my card one more time And this is a lesson to, like, when people get married, it is hard to change your name. Fellas, y'all have no understanding on how this works. It is so hard to change my name. So a lot of my stuff still has my maiden name on it. My credit card that I used to travel with has my maiden name.
Number one.
Get to the counter.
How long have you been married?
Huh?
How long?
Bruh, when you get your name changed, holla at me. That shit is work.
My name is
a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. And for credit cards, things like that, they want your marriage certificate, your birth certificate. And they make you pay for a new card.
So you just out here financially living foul.
It's connected to my social security number. And that's what I wanted to say to the guy. He was like, I need a credit card and a license that match. I said, all right, well, you take your luck with this card right here.
The cards in the old name are fucked.
I mean, most people take it.
I'm just playing.
I did have 2 credit cards that they did switch to my name with no problem. And that's why those are the only 2 that have been switched. But when I say the amount of work it is, and then some of them bastards be like, change your name back when we get a divorce. Fuck you and your mama.
What? You gonna steal his name?
My name.
It's my we had 2 shop members on vacation this week.
Wait, y'all ain't answer Hutch's question. Would y'all leave the person behind?
It depends on the situation. Like, if you got kids at home, somebody gotta take care of the kids.
I feel like we talked about this.
Yeah.
And the consensus was similar to what you're saying now. 6 is depending on what obligations get left behind. That if one person chooses to stay, with the other person. So. But
Hutch, what you doing?
Buddies.
Hutch is loyal to a T. He's staying the whole time in the same room.
I'm out of there.
Oh, I didn't expect that from you, Hutch.
No loyalty.
He lying right now.
Somebody gotta tell the story. I'm out of there.
Hutch will be like, I'm gonna stay here. Let me kiss you in the mouth so I can go ahead and catch it too.
I feel like that's a different thing. I feel like if somebody got COVID, then they're gonna have to tough it out by themselves. I do. I think my sister said she had a friend who was like a couple and they stayed. But unless we got Mimi with us, somebody got to come back home and get that girl. Don't nobody care if we got COVID or not. They're gonna be like, you better swim, but come together.
I think even on the even in the situation with yours right there, you know what I'm saying? I know you was loyal to your friends and we came together, we gotta go together, but I think that would have been a hard thing for me, like
damn.
I don't know. Like I would have really thought about it. Like,
but also we're standing there together. It's not like I'm having a private conversation and they like, I can take one person. You want to go? It's like he didn't even offer it to us. He was like, I have 1 ticket going back to Chicago, and I was like, first of all, this is why I definitely wouldn't have done. I wouldn't have left my friends, but also you wasn't gonna send me back to Chicago the way y'all canceling flights, talking about it's weather related. But you have a flight going back to Chicago and flying to Baltimore tonight.
Did anybody have bad weather yesterday?
And I was like, what's the weather? Because I drove through it.
Yeah, we had a little bit here in some parts of Maryland, but I think it was, these people are really doing that short staff, blaming mechanical or weather shit, but that's short staff.
Yeah. I mean, when I was coming back, they told us they were waiting for our crew to come from Virginia. So they was waiting for a crew to come from Virginia to Florida to fly us to Baltimore. So we got a 3-hour delay because of that.
Oh wow. Yeah, it was crazy. I was we called and we got like compensated and we're waiting to figure out because they're like we flew you half the way, so we can only refund part of the ticket. I was like, you didn't fly me half the way. because it's a 2-hour flight. I was still, well, I guess I was, when we got to New York, we were 1 hour away, but I had to drive almost 6 hours. So you didn't get me halfway.
Mm.
So,
How long would it have been for you to drive from Chi-Town?
I don't know.
Maybe 12 hours.
I would not
That's
have done that. That's when I'd have been like, I'll wait.
That'd have been half the way.
Because before I offered to get the rental car, I said, wait, let me see how far we are from home before I commit to this drive.
Mm.
Because if you know me, you know I don't like to drive to East Baltimore, get alone state to
You
state.
drove?
Huh?
You drove?
Yeah.
You drove?
Yep. I drove the whole way, and I would not have stopped. We didn't have our cell phone started to die, so we needed a car charger because otherwise, we'd have took the 6 hours straight. And
she said she got a clean driving record.
just say, but he might have heard the part that I just said about East Baltimore. But I'm saying, if you're looking for an employee, you know, I can take them drives.
Look like somebody sending out a resume.
I'm doing a bus trip to New York, y'all.
Just go ahead.
I'm doing a bus trip to New York. Anybody want to ride? Okay, so that was my bad travel experience. Have y'all had bad trips?
I missed the plane because I oversleep. You know, we always try to book it early and say, "Oh, we're gonna get up early," and the next thing you know, it's like 6 o'clock already, and you just leaving when your flight's supposed to you're supposed to be at the airport at like 6. So,
That would never happen
that would never happen. What?
to me.
I had a situation one time. Yeah. Well, that would never happen because listening to two of your friends, they were like, "Why the hell are we here so early in the morning?" I was like, I was listening, like I was laughing, like, damn, I don't know where they're going, but it was mighty early.
Hutch, when we walked in, that line was all the way to the TSA gates.
Oh, okay. Well, then
I have a video. Hold on, it's my first video of the trip talking about them because I was like, and my earliness rubbed off on them because that's why we were going to the airport early yesterday, and it paid off because had we gotten there later, we'd have missed the 12 o'clock flight and just still been in Chicago.
Yep.
So,
Let me
listen.
say that one time, right? I called myself. I never did it before. I got a buddy pass. So I got a buddy pass to Fort Lauderdale. So everything was good going to Fort Lauderdale. Coming back, man, we was on so many pushback flights. Oh no, you can't get on this one. We'll try to get you on that one. We can't get you on this one. That was my first time getting a buddy pass, and I will never get one ever in life again.
I've never done that.
That felt like a bad father, like heartbreak. Just like, no, sorry, you're not good enough for this one. Maybe for the next one.
Look at this line, y'all.
Yeah, and that was 3-something in the morning.
Yeah, that looked like my same line at what 4-something in the morning.
I don't know why. I don't know why the audio didn't play, but it's me saying over top of that when your friends don't want to get to the airport early, but they arrived and this is the line. So stick with me. Because
what airline you had?
Early. Huh?
What airline?
Southwest.
Oh, that's why.
Now I will say at least Southwest did accommodate us. Not with getting home, but we got a voucher for credit whatever, a voucher from them, and then they're supposed to refund part of our flight. When it happened with American Airlines, they were like, now the thing I like about American Airlines, they said if they couldn't find us another flight, they would go to another airline to make sure we got where we were going.
Mm.
Southwest was like, no, we don't work with other airlines. I was like, bruh, can you give me a hotel room? He was like, no, when it's weather related, we can't.
Well,
What?
you know, that's
I
why I
was
fly PJs. You
what?
know what I'm saying?
What? Oh, you fly private?
I wish.
All right, Bow Wow. Marlon said, I like the buddy pass, but only if flying during the week. If you cooking back on Sunday, I guess that's coming back on Sunday. You gotta be there by
He was asking what you cooking today.
8. He wanted to slide in. Am I making dinner?
Mhm.
No, I'm not, because my husband said at rest, and I'm about to text him my order right now.
I ain't seen your other people's in a while. What's up?
Cool.
The cooking folks.
I guess it was like fuck Fat Boy in that show.
They might have said that. It's all good.
Kathy, you ever have a bad travel?
Coming
Nope.
back. Yes, I did. I had one just coming back. So when we got to the ticket counter and we scanned out tickets, a big red apple came up.
Oh,
And so,
you on the no-fly list?
No. So they said that at 8:22 that morning, someone called in and said that they received the email in regards, to our flight, and that their credentials was used to book the flight, and they were filing a fraud report. And so whoever that person was, they wouldn't tell us. They issued them 3 vouchers, and they refunded money.
Yeah.
And the person, the ticket counter lady, she was trying to get all of the information, and whoever was on the other end was getting smart with her and wouldn't give her the information. So basically being persistent and saying that, that the power of the pen, they wind up some kind of way issuing credit so that we could still fly, but somebody got all of the money back, and they got 3 vouchers.
Who was that with?
The airline?
Yeah.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Was
Don't say it.
the airline I was on? Because I'm going to call back for 2 more vouchers.
No.
He was on that Frontier on Spirit.
It wasn't what you was on.
Oh, I was about to say, I want 2 more vouchers then.
You was on that Spirit?
It was on a Stone plane.
Yeah, it was a Soul plane. But it's just really messed up that that someone did that, because it seemed like it possibly a planned event.
I was about to say, was it somebody you know?
I don't know them, but I don't know if somebody. I think it could have been somebody who knew about the trip. I'm not really sure, but like I said, they waited till that morning that we were leaving to come back at the specific time of 8:22. I did get to see that part of it, and but like I said, the supervisor there at the ticket counter was really nice.
They couldn't see who credit card it went back on to?
They wouldn't. That's what I was saying, that when the ticket counter supervisor was trying to get the information, I guess from the customer relation department of that particular airline, they basically was saying due to privacy they couldn't release that information to her, because of course I was like, who did it, I want to know.
What's crazy is most places will only refund to the card that the payment was from.
Right.
So if it didn't go back on one of y'all cards, y'all might want to see if y'all know somebody that worked for that airline, because that sounds like an inside job.
Yeah, it was very, like I said, I was, I had to really do some praying and sitting on my hands.
Yeah, that's a bad one. I never had that. I thought she was about to say she was on the terrorist list or something, and they had our list.
Nope. They actually, they, like I said, they said that somebody said that their credentials was used and that, it was a fraudulent, that the tickets were purchased fraudulently.
So Hutch, when you drop somebody at the airport, can you size them up and be like, which airline you think they're going to?
Nah.
He know what airline. We gotta tell him.
You tell them ahead of time?
Nah, I ask when I get on the ramp.
So if you got...
Oh,
So
wait, then you did size us up then, because you was like, y'all going to Southwest?
If you got a Gucci bag, you're going to Southwest. If you got a Celine bag, you're going to Delta. It's different.
Delta is my favorite airline.
Now, if you got a Michael Kors bag, you are definitely going to Spirit.
You can also tell where somebody's flying to if they don't got no bags, it's just like a carry-on. That's Spirit as well.
No bags.
But don't you still gotta pay for carry-on with Spirit?
Yeah, they still consider your purse. If your purse too big, they can make it a carry-on.
Man, I flew Spirit one time. And I ain't had no problem with Spirit. I had my little carry-on, got on in. I think I went to Florida. Had no problem. No. Yeah, I went to Florida. No problem at all.
Who are the bougiest riders?
Who the bougiest riders?
Yes.
What, did I take to an airport?
Yeah, what airline are they going to?
Emirates.
Ooh, I ain't never been on Emirates.
Me either.
Me neither, but I'm gonna get there. I'm getting there next year.
Goals.
That's the one with like the good shit, like the TVs and even more than that, like the couch type situation or something.
But does Delta have TVs or is it JetBlue?
I don't know.
Got TVs, but I think Emirates got like the whole setup, like they got a bed and everything.
I want the pod one. That's what I want.
I think that's what they have. Emirates.
Okay. You can go to like a food court, I think, in Emirates.
Shop trip? Shop trip?
Those are like 24-hour plane rides.
Hawaii?
Huh?
Hawaii?
Yeah.
Anybody been on
or the Netherlands?
I think that's like Dubai and shit like that. I don't know where else they go to, but
yeah. But has anybody been on the Virgin plane yet?
Nope.
I seen commercials. They look nice. Anybody been on Frontier?
Nope.
I heard that was just like
I think
what'd you say?
One of my clients I think got left in I want to say they got left in Orlando. They didn't get back home for like 3 days.
Oh. No, I drove home on that with that as well.
Orlando like 14 hours.
I drove home. That's one where we might have had to have 2 people drive.
Oh, you hear that, Hutch? She said her and Andrew can drive to Orlando.
Shut How you gonna speak to that man? He ain't even here.
I mean, because I know his work ethics.
He would have drove it.
That's right. Andrew ain't playing with that paper. They call him pass the paper.
Shut up.
All right. Well,
I got a question.
PD paper.
Not a question. I got a video I want to show y'all. I always gotta find it. My bad. Which one first?
This is gonna be your new segment and shit.
2 kids at the school, and what it became was chaos. The letters ordered the bus and threatened the students. When the bus driver got them off, they got in a car and followed the bus. and students say they saw the people display a gun. The bus drove back to Carter, where the incident on the bus happened after a...
What do y'all think about that?
I could have sworn you said you would do the same thing for Mimi.
No doubt.
Okay, so that's
Without the
right? I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah, give me your opinion first.
That's the father who got on the bus.
Yeah.
First of all, he was wrong, and second of all, that bus driver should be fired as well because your duty is to protect them kids. So therefore, that bus, once you secure that door, the door will not open. So he could have easily, or she could have easily just closed that door, and that father would not have been able to get on that bus.
That was the problem.
He would have went to the next stop.
Able to open the door. So that bus driver should have been fired.
Huh?
Now, as far as him getting on the bus, again, that was stupid. Why are you cussing out kids?
I ain't even gonna lie. I do it.
Yeah, I ain't cussing out no kids because at the end of the day, what is that going to do? Now you probably a threat now.
Because they had bullied the child and beat the child up, and the parents had addressed the school, and the school did nothing. So what do you?
I mean, I don't know. Like it's kind of hard because it's like me getting on that school bus threatening them kids, but you ain't. You know, I don't know. Like I don't know. Like, yeah, they beat the child up. I understand. I heard the story this morning, all over the place. But it's kind of hard for me because it's like you can lose a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, you got a gun card. You probably can lose that. A lot of things you can lose by getting on that school bus because, again, once you get on that school bus, you are now entering whatever county or city or whatever. That's there now. That's their property. So you have now, like, jeopardized yourself and your life, you know. But if I address the school and then my child still got beat up, I probably would have beat a kid up, but...
See, I'm telling you. Listen, I told y'all, and I stand by my word as God is my witness. I don't mind going to jail for somebody fucking with Mimi, and that includes a child. And I can get a little bit more lenient because the kids in her school are special needs kids. But I will fuck them up. I will fuck them up. Anybody can get it when it comes to my child.
Thank you for the soundbite.
Yeah, take it.
I'm gonna make you famous.
I stand behind my product. I don't mind. Now, I don't want to end up because Kathy, what did you think about it?
Well, I know that my son was in a similar situation, and the driver did exactly what Hutch said. The driver, the parent, the child had got beaten up. The bully was following the child to the bus and with their parent, and their parent was trying to get on the bus because the child that beat them up was on the bus, and the driver closed the door, didn't let the parent on, and called all of the parents of the kids on the bus and let them know about the incident.
I mean, I think and probably call the police or something else trying to get on your bus. Like, I fault the bus driver. It's his fault. Because if you open the door it's not the MTA. You can't just get on there. So the bus driver opened the door for this.
He might have thought you were a kid.
You saw them big ass men. That wasn't no kids.
No, I thought we was talking about you because
once you shut that door is controlled by air. You're not opening that door. So that bus driver is a breach of security, and your first line of duty is to protect them kids. Yes, I know them kids bullied his child, but he's supposed to protect all those kids.
That's a rough situation.
Now, it was one part where they were saying that the kids said they saw a gun. Now, that's a little far. I don't know if that was confirmed or what. I'm not going to be throwing my gun up at because the kids said they saw it from the car. So I'm not waving my gun at some kids or anything like that. But I will let you know I will fuck you up over my child. And I don't care who you are. So this is the father again.
Body that offended all the kids and parents. I want to apologize to JCPS. I want to apologize to the school bus driver also. I did act out of character. My child was being bullied since last year. School been notified, parent been notified. Nobody's done nothing about it. Then next thing you know, my daughter, she gets jumped on the school bus. Apologize to everybody that I offended, all the kids.
But you
Now,
know what? After stuff like that, sometimes you gotta worry about your kid killing themselves.
Yep.
You know what I'm
that
saying?
is true. As my good friend Pastor Donald Wright said about one of the pastors that made an apology, it was a well-written statement. And we all know I don't like apologies after the fact. You meant that shit. Own it. The only way my apology the only way I'm accepting apologies is the same way you put it out there. And you need to be honest. I'll be up there like, I did it. I was wrong. I shouldn't have did it, but they shouldn't have been fucking with my child. So that's what happened when you poke Mama Bear. That's my apology. Not, I'm so sorry. I apologize to the kids, to the family, to the school, to the world. Fuck that shit.
They made him do that, but he had to.
Nobody has to do these weak apologies.
His job probably.
Yes, that's exactly what I was about to say.
They probably didn't make him apologize. They probably fired him.
Okay,
apologizing. If you already fired, what the fuck?
I mean, so that sounds like somebody who lost it all, and they might as well do what they got to do.
Do something, John. Do something.
Own that shit. I'm so tired of apology culture.
Oh my God.
I do something. We are living in do it now and ask for forgiveness later. It don't matter.
Marlon don't never apologize after the fact.
I hope he ain't out just doing dumb shit. Gonna come back with a bogus apology. I'm gonna be like, you know this bullshit.
So would you expect Marlon to do that for Mimi too?
Yes. Oh, wait a minute. So when I need to show y'all a video, I just send it to Marlon so I can easily find it. Mm-hmm. I didn't tell him what I was doing this time. So
he was like, hell yeah.
His response was,
Marlon's a nice guy.
Let that shit happen to Mimi and they gonna fuck around and find out.
Oh Lord. And y'all both be in jail and can't do nothing for Mimi.
I was like, she got her aunts. And
sitting outside to the wire.
If you think we bad, them 3 aunts of hers, they've been fighting niggas since they was born.
Putting red tops in her little chair.
But you know what though? If I was that father, I would have rather had like I would have rather win that office and sat there until that principal decided to call maybe the board or the school board or the parents. I mean, by going on the school bus, and now he turned around and apologized.
I mean,
you meant to do what
you did. Speaking of, Kathy,
go ahead.
I would think that you would have a lot to say on this situation because I could have swore last year it was like some issues. So I would expect you to have a lot to say about it.
Who, me?
Nope. Sharp lady. I don't know if she paused or what.
I think she is. She.
You don't know if I'm what?
Oh, it looks like
no. I'm not frozen.
So
I'm listening.
Do you have? I would expect you to have a lot to say
about that incident. Like I told you, it happened. I've been through it already, so I know what I felt was the protocol. And you know, I agree with Hutch that it started with the driver. That was my whole thing, and then moving forward, I gotta say I side with Toya to say that, you know, people doing things and now they, you know, they want everybody to just accept the apology and roll on and act like nothing happened, and nobody wants to take accountability for their actions. So my thing is like, if you big and bad enough to do it, then accept what comes with the consequences.
Okay.
Okay. Any of y'all kids ever been bullied?
My kid was a bully.
Let me tell you
Both
something
of
about the boss.
Not my
Like,
girl.
if somebody come to him wrong, and I done seen him in action, oh, he's throwing them on the ground.
He got the push thing from Hutch.
Yeah,
I can see it. I can see him doing it.
yeah.
No.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I can see the boss doing that too.
I'm not gonna say he got that from me, but I didn't witness this guy throw kids on the ground, throw kids in
I
the pool, all type of shit.
I am visualizing it right now. I'm seeing his first day of school picture, and I'm seeing him running and throwing somebody's child on the ground.
Because Hutch got a layer over there, and that's what his dojo teaches, pushing people.
I
So
didn't
Hutch,
see
how
it.
many times you been to the school for the boss already?
Not yet, but I've been there a couple times last year, so I don't want to. I don't want to get that call, but he don't start nothing, but he finishes it.
Mm.
I got a call one day from the school, and the teacher was like, I just wanted to let you know that a student bit Mimi today, and I'm not telling you how to handle the situation, but if it was me, I would go have a conversation with the principal. I said,
You a
ma'am,
full-time snitch.
if that child bit Mimi, she probably did something. And if she hasn't, I promise she gonna get the child back. The very next day, I got a note in Mimi's notebook that Mimi bit somebody's child. I was like, well, y'all need to keep him away from out of her mouth reach. She can't walk. She ain't running up to bite kids. Tell the motherfucker stay out of her way.
You're right.
And if you've been in Mimi's presence, you know she's a bully. She takes pride in trying to knock adults over.
Damn.
So, you know, my child is the bully. Her big sister was the bully. She was always getting into fights.
I ain't take Mimi as that type.
Woo! She is. Me. I
Wait a
used to
minute,
call
we
Mimi
seen
a Sour
Mimi.
Patch Kid. I used to call her Sour Patch Kid because she is sour, but she's sweet. So she gonna hug you and kiss you, but she'll also fuck you up at the same time.
Wait a minute,
You know,
we saw Mimi in action when we went to New York. Y'all don't remember? We saw her in action then. They forgot Toya. They forgot. But so I had the child like Hutch. I had the one that don't start nothing but will finish it.
All right.
Yeah, and she has no problem with telling them that, you know, I'm not gonna do anything, but if you come near me and you going, she tells them very clearly that she's going to F them up. So, and I already know tomorrow somebody's going to get the big paws because of a derogatory name that they said. So I'm expecting a phone call tomorrow.
So what do you tell her? Not to do
What?
anything? You shouldn't do anything? Or you be like,
Well, to be honest with you, Six, I called the school last year and I told this little boy last year that if he called my daughter a nigga again, that I wasn't responsible for whatever happened to him. So he did it again. So whatever happens to him, happens to him.
You called the school and talked to the little boy.
Yes.
that is all wrong. They
wait a
should have
minute.
let you talk to the
There's
little
a lot
boy.
of feedback from somebody's phone. Because I want to be clear on the question, but I want to make sure everybody here. You called the school and they child on the phone?
I called the school. I spoke with the principal, and I told her that I wanted him to get my direct message. And my understanding is that she went into the classroom, and she gave him my direct message, and she told him that you're lucky that she doesn't want you suspended, because if she wanted you suspended, I would suspend you now. But she's going to give you the benefit of the doubt. So he tried his
Wait,
hand
wait,
again.
wait. What was the message?
What I just said.
Take her to jail.
No, say it again, because this. So you told this to the principal, and the principal
Yes.
repeated that to the child?
Yes.
No.
Yes. I had another child to tell me exactly what the principal said it, and she said it exactly how I relayed the message.
So, question: where you live, is that predominantly clear people?
Yes, it is.
Y'all going to jail? You know that, right?
I don't care.
Evidence is on the show.
It's more than
I'm gonna go to.
evidence is all through the school by now.
They
Guess
gonna,
what? I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail, but guess what? I'm gonna have representation when I go to jail too.
Okay.
we
That principal going to jail too for being stupid.
as a show, we will be called into court. Maybe only 6 gonna have to go as our technical analyst.
No.
But they're gonna pull this tape up right here.
So
Everybody.
So like for real though, I've decided. I know this is not by popular demand, but I am 40 years old, and I'm not in the game. So I'm gonna snitch on everything because I'm 40 and I don't want to lose everything that I have over some dumb shit. So I'm telling you, I didn't get this from me, but I watched somebody else say the same thing, and I was like, yo, at 40 years old, you're old. You're too old to be going to jail.
Too old to go to jail.
That is true.
I can't make it.
I'm too old. I'm too cute. I'm too gullible. I'm too a whole lot of things.
My back already hurt.
But I'm also too much.
You don't want to go there with that flat mattress.
Yeah, my back. Nah, dude, I can't go to jail.
I'm gonna do the time for my baby. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. I'm a smile in my mugshot and everything.
You talking big, but you ain't about that jail life.
You can play with you can play with my money if you want to try it. You can play with my mama, but you don't play with my Mimi.
So are you snitching?
You know the amount of work it costs for me to keep this
Would you
child
snitch?
alive? Snitch about what?
On anything.
Honestly, listen. The short answer is yes. But once upon a time, when I used to watch Fox 45 News. This was years ago before they started their witch hunt for Marilyn Mosby and anybody else in city politics. I saw what I thought was a close friend wanted for robbing a store. I said, "Oh, I'm about to get this reward."
You stupid. I ain't talking about snitching for no reason.
Huh?
I'm not talking about snitching for no reason. If the police come to me, I'm going to tell them everything I know because I don't want to go to jail. Now, if you did something and I heard about it and the police don't come to me, I'm not going to go out my way to tell on you, but I'm not going to jail for nobody.
If there's a reward, I will go out my way to snitch. And if you ain't going to jail, I'm going to jail for the things I do. I'm not going to jail for somebody else's stuff. If one of y'all do something, just don't let me know that you did it. Because
Let me ask you a question, Six.
I'm telling you.
So if you see somebody get shot, not your family member.
Oh, no.
Friend, not nobody you know. You telling them that too?
No, because that has nothing to do with me. And if the police come to me, I don't know what happened.
Oh, I just want to see how far the snitching going.
No, but if me and you is in the truck and there's drugs in the truck and it's your drugs, I've learned my lesson already. I'm about to say, you my bro and all, but I'm sorry, dog. I can't take this charge for you.
Oh, no, you're right. You supposed to. I wouldn't take, hey, for me too. I wouldn't take your charge.
So if somebody you love is shot, do you want somebody who saw it to say something?
I feel like
if your child is shot, your child is shot.
I would want somebody. I would want somebody to say something, but I also understand the game.
Yeah, that That game is kind of crucial right there.
It is because, I mean, so let's say Johnny, who's like 25, shot my child, and Tony, who was like 23, was right there, and he's seen it. 23-year-old Tony is not going to tell. Now, if it was old man Willis, who was like 65, he's going to tell.
At 23, I would have told.
So let me tell you something. So the other day I'm watching the news. This week we got 500 plus non-fatal shootings, over 200 something plus fatal shootings, and I believe they have arrested less than 100 people. Solved probably less than 100 of the shootings. So nobody's really telling anything. I think that a lot of those shootings are being like it's like I shoot Johnny shoot Walter, so it all cancels out.
Speaking of that, I watched a 3-hour YouTube video this week, right? And this YouTube video was all about drills in Chicago and Terrytown. And for 3 hours long, these kids went back and forth killing each other. And I'm talking about it's the stupidest shit. And the only people who made it out was G Herbo and Little Bibby. And they're mad at G Herbo because G Herbo couldn't hit nobody else. But I'm talking, these kids are killing and killing and killing and killing. And then it'd be stupid because it'd be like, oh, he shot Mad Max. Oh, I shot him. This is stupid. And at the end of the day,
because even in Brooklyn it's happening too.
Yeah,
Brooklyn's not as big as Chicago, but the whole like generation of what they got going on is like, I'm just killing this is killed. It's like a whole board game.
Yeah, that's what it was like. They was like, it's like Call of Duty, and they just scoring points. Oh, we got 5 points. Oh, the other day. So, oh man, this one was crazy. This dude shot somebody, went to jail, got out of jail, and within 8 minutes, they had put 64 shots in this nigga.
Damn.
Yo, they caught him. So somebody picked him up. They caught them at the damn ramp. And then these guys go online and they laughing at it and talking shit. They call him Nintendo 64 because he caught 64 shots. Shit was crazy, yo.
What's the other one? Smoking two seat. What they call it?
Oh, anybody who got shot, we smoking a Pedro pack. We smoking this one that. That shit is ridiculous. And it's sad because, yo, there's no hope of it stopping. Only thing you can do, and a lot of people probably can't do, is just move. Go as far as possible. But then again,
so crazy, right?
Huh?
You know, you it's so crazy because as you saying, you're 40 years old, you're telling, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got people out there 40 plus years old, still on the block, still working for somebody, still out here talking about the ops.
Yeah.
That one right there is crazy. Even though these kids with these guns is crazy, but for somebody who's 40 plus, still talking about I'm on the block, I'm outside, I'm serving, and I'm shooting somebody.
That shit is
crazy.
And it happens everywhere, but that shit ridiculous. And it's a cycle that ain't never gonna end. And I don't even know how it could end.
Well, like I said before, one hand washes the other. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like even working in the prison, one hand washes the other. Somebody brings in a box. They got clothes. They got cigarettes. They got this, that, and third. When you on the street, if I arrest everybody and they go to jail, Nobody's gonna have a job.
I mean, yo, the way this was going, these people, some of these people become high value targets, so you get more points for that. That shit is crazy.
Wow.
They literally living a video game.
Randy said that's why I'm fine with the DA using lyrics and lives as evidence to prosecute. That lady ain't say nothing wrong.
But some of these people will be they may have heard a story and they just using that story to get them popular, which is kind of fucked up. But when you're young, you know better, but you trying to do something different. So I ain't even going for it. I get it. That was another thing. Like a lot of these kids were rappers, and they would talk about the drills that they done. They said this one dude, they said he had 50 kills, and then he died. And then, and the funny thing is, they kind of trace back where a lot of it started. This shit was stupid. It's called the DVD that they were doing was called No Lacking 3, right? So these two, and mind you, these streets are literally around the block from each other. So they rolled up in the McDonald's party. They filmed it. They're like, "Oh, we outside, da 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 da." They rolled up in the McDonald's. It was a little kid that was 17 years old. Mind you, these dudes like 20 something. They ran up on the 17-year-old kid, filmed it, was banging him and this and that. He run back. He talk about he gonna get his gun, and he told his big homies, and then people just started dying. Yeah.
It's sad.
Y'all depressed me.
It's like we gonna be extinct. We gonna be extinct.
Some of them kids still outside too.
Just sad. Huh?
Okay. Well,
you ready to move on from depressing me with all the crime and points that they're killing people?
Okay. How about this? The name of the show is Deal or No Deal. What are some of your deal breakers when dealing with somebody, like having a relationship? So let's say we each come up with some type of thing, and let's ask each other, is that a deal breaker for you, or are you okay with it? So Kathy, I got a question for you.
Yes. Let me start.
A cigarette smoker, is that a deal breaker for you?
No, it's not a deal breaker for me.
Okay. Who's next?
What was the question?
Deal or no deal?
Are you gonna ask all of us, or?
I mean, we can. Hutch. Okay. If she is a cigarette smoker, is that a deal breaker for you? Okay.
Deal breaker.
What if you really like her?
Deal breaker.
That is the worst habit ever. What about you?
6.
Oh, it's a deal breaker. I can't do it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Deal breaker.
Okay.
But my thing, okay, so here's my thing. Off the top, I say deal breaker, but I've never dated anybody that smoked cigarettes. So I don't know if it was somebody that I really knew and liked, if I would make an exception for it.
So I got a haircut today, right? My barber is a smoker. He got his hand all on my lip with a cigarette hand. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't like it. I don't like it. No, I don't like that.
He probably just finished smoking before you came in.
I know, and they think that you can't smell it.
He had been hanging out his mouth.
They don't disrespect like that. All right.
People who smoke don't think they smell like smoke.
No, they don't.
They do not get it. I remember my parents used to smoke, and I remember going somewhere one day, and I was like, "Yo, why do I smell like this?" Like, this can't be the life. But everybody was still trying to talk to me, so clearly it wasn't a deal breaker. But go ahead.
I mean, they weren't looking for the whole thing. It was like, you know what? I'll fuck through it. Call it a day.
They weren't going to do that, sir.
All right, Kathy. Tell us something. Ask us a question on what could be a deal breaker or not a deal breaker.
Is lack of intimacy from your significant other, is that a deal breaker?
No.
No.
You said no?
No.
When you say lack of, it's not all the way gone, right?
Yeah. I'm saying, okay, so no. Let me rephrase it. No intimacy, including sexual relation from your partner, is that a deal breaker?
Yeah, that's a done deal.
Yeah, it's over.
Toya?
It depends.
You just making yourself
If something
happy.
happened today and my husband couldn't have sex, I'm not leaving him.
Okay.
See, medical is different.
If I met somebody, if I wasn't married and I met somebody and they were like, I'm just meeting them and they were like, I can't perform. If I don't really like them, I'm going to be like, all right, well, I'm going to ghost you slowly.
You foul.
It depends on the person.
I mean, that's a hard one. But
they got roses, vibrators, bullets. I'll be good. I think I'm still with no. It's not a deal breaker. I didn't talk myself out of it. I'm good. I'll live.
You'll stay. Perfect guy.
I mean, does his tongue not work? I'm not sure how X-rated.
He's paraplegic.
He's still sitting on that. And paraplegic only means two don't work. So if it's just his legs don't work, his upper body strength should really be great. Now, quadriplegic, I don't know how much neck muscles he have, but that's when you got to have those mega knees and be able to hold yourself up. Never mind.
There's like a toilet thing that you can have.
Next question.
All right, so what's your question?
For me, a deal breaker is if you are not a Christian. Is that a deal breaker for y'all?
Nope.
I don't think so. I'm sorry, my morals are low. I apologize.
Oh, we know. You don't have to apologize.
What if they have religion?
Huh?
What if they're Muslim?
I wouldn't.
As long as they're not a devil worshiper. As long as we know God is God and we both mess with him, we good.
But we serve two different gods.
It's just wordplay, man. We all serve the same person.
See, my God includes Jesus. So if your God doesn't include Jesus, then we don't serve the same God.
So you're saying that your God is Jesus?
Jesus,
when you say include,
the Jesus is the Son. What I'm saying is my religion includes the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. If yours does not, clearly we are not serving the same God.
I mean, he got a different fun name.
I feel like people who, and this is just my opinion, there's nothing against anybody else. I feel like people who can manage to have relationships of different religions, it's because they're not really involved in their religion. It's just lip service.
Okay, well, how about we say, can you fuck somebody with a different religion?
I wouldn't.
Do you ask that question before it goes down?
I do.
What'd you say?
I said you wouldn't fuck a Jew? 7-Day Adventist?
And they probably wouldn't fuck me. Those two especially are probably like, no, not the nigger girl. No.
There's some Christian booty.
Hey.
Like she black and she like Jesus. No.
I'm getting out of this.
Wait,
please, Kathy.
Damn.
And you have
it's a deal breaker for me because I feel like we had this conversation in a different perspective, but remember I said that some of those uneasy questions that people are scared to ask, that's one of my questions that I ask, from the giddy up, what's your religious preference?
You for Jesus. No, not.
Could you have sex with somebody who's not a Christian?
No, I told you that's one of my questions. Like those those questions that people are very uncomfortable with, I put that on my list.
So you never had a one night stand?
Have I ever? Not to my knowledge, no.
Yeah, no.
Stop laughing at me.
Not to my knowledge. Because
no,
y'all was
because
dating.
Does that one work?
Yes, and that's and I've always went into that. If I'm going to drop it, if I'm gonna drop it like it's hot, then I'm thinking that it's something coming out of it. I try to look for the red.
Let's just quantify what a one night stand is, because I'm not letting her get past this one.
Something is coming out of it.
To me, a one night stand is I meet somebody and sleep with them, and I don't know them, and then
Keep pushing.
I don't
I've
consider
never had that.
Somebody I slept with and we decided we didn't like it, so we're not gonna sleep together again. I don't think that's a one night stand. I think that's sex that went wrong. But so let's rephrase this question. Kathy, have you had a one night stand?
No, I have not.
Okay. That's what I was gonna say. I've never had a one night stand. I have. So these are questions that I do know about people who I'm intimate with.
Okay.
Randy said, so abstaining until marriage. Would y'all be with somebody who did that?
Nah, go ahead on, buddy.
Nah.
Kathy?
Yes, if that's what my commitment is, because I've done it before.
I ain't gonna say what I want to say because I'll be rude. But anyway,
I would, but I don't know who's doing it. So
go ahead on, buddy.
It depends. It depends on how strong if you go. Most of the time, if you go through marital counseling before you get married, it is strongly encouraged.
I don't need that pressure. Go on.
All right, Hutch. What about you? Deal or no deal? What's the question for us?
Well, mine was the cigarette ones for real.
That's your only.
I got one. Would you mess with somebody who don't vibe with your? I'm gonna say mother, because a lot of us who got fathers, you can say father too, but somebody who don't mess with your parents, especially your mother.
That's a hard one.
Can we add another person to it? What about your children?
No,
I think that's a different question, because that is one of my deal breakers.
Yeah. That's definitely.
I think that's a different one though.
It depends on when we say vibe with them. Like, is it a possibility that in the future they can all get along?
I mean, I'm sure it is, but I'm talking about, like, say you dating them and y'all fall down the road, y'all dating, but they just don't fuck with each other. Like, they just can't get along.
Well, how deep does it get as far as can't get along? Because I feel like my mother probably, at first, she wouldn't feel like anybody's good enough for her son.
Fuck her son. Like,
oh, word. Word.
Yes.
No.
I was playing. Damn.
Out of respect for Brandy, and it was her birthday, I'm not gonna disrespect the family.
What you supposed to say? Fuck my sisters?
No.
Oh yeah, shout out to my sister. Yesterday was her birthday.
I just alley-ooped that to you. You're welcome.
7 will be back later, y'all. She coming back, I promise.
Is that right? I don't know if there's another chair for her.
I told y'all, birthday and anniversary season, she get low. I ain't seen my sister.
So y'all, what's up, y'all?
So I think, so with my family, the dynamic is a little different. My mother don't get along with nobody, so it take a while. Now she loved Marlon from the beginning. But typically my mama ain't easy to get along with, so I don't expect everybody to vibe with her right off the break. If my father didn't like you, that was an issue. First of all, I'm a daddy's girl. Second of all, he generally likes everybody. So if he not feeling you, something is wrong with you. And if you know me, you know I don't play about Latraza. You might can get away with saying something about my mama, but you try my daddy and it's the bus thing all over again.
You talk a big talk.
Yes, sir. I don't play it, but I'm a daddy's girl. And my child, she the same way. She will let you do some shit to me. Look at her father too hard. And she's like, die.
So Hutch, I want to change play. So I can let it slide for a while, but if I feel like there's no it's not gonna break ever, then I would be like, all right, I can't really fuck with you. But Charblade, what's your answer?
To be honest with you, I don't like that fact if the person doesn't vibe with my mother or my father. It would bother me, and I probably would have to, jump ship and, sacrifice. I wouldn't be able to deal with that person because family is important to me.
Could it ever be that it's your mother and your father's problem?
No, because my parents, my mom is like, she's gonna give you a chance, and she's not gonna like throw you out to the pasture until she, kind of feels you out. My dad, he's just gonna just sit back and, he was gonna observe you. So you had to do a lot for one of them not to like you.
We watch Blackish every morning, and I don't know if y'all watch that, but the mother is awful to the wife. And
I think that's a playful awful though.
Huh?
I feel like it's a playful awful.
No, do you really watch the show?
I do.
She's awful to her.
What's her name? I forgot her name. She don't like her.
Her real name or her name on the show?
On the show.
Ruby.
No, not Ruby.
Rainbow.
Rainbow.
She don't like Rainbow though.
Yeah, she don't like Rainbow. She tried to straighten the what she did. I guess she washed the child hair after Rainbow had straightened it. I think the worst of it was when she had the last baby and she was nursing him and the mother gave him formula. And I think that's when Dre had to tell his mother she had to leave the house. And I always say I'm very lucky. I have the best mother-in-law in the world, and we do not cross any of those lines. But I will say, without any waiver of a thought, my husband will choose his wife.
Okay. All right, it's my turn. Could you date somebody who is bisexual?
I have, and it's hard. It's hard. Because I'll tell you this.
You said for a lot of years.
Yeah, but it's hard because if you dealing with a woman, you would think that, okay, if she bisexual, she got a little sexy little joint. But imagine a woman who's dating a motherfucker that look like you.
Would you jump in the bed with both?
Hell no.
I get it, yo. That shit is hard because you gotta worry about dudes stealing your girl and women stealing your girl.
And the hate mister.
And also, I feel like most of the time when we think about bisexual girls, we think, hey, they're gonna include me. And I don't think that really happens as much. Maybe it just didn't happen for me.
But I was about to say, it's your trip all over again.
So I would probably partake in it, but I probably at some point I'll probably
partake in a hey mister.
No, maybe. Don't act like you ain't never seen some of them.
Oh, I see the hey mister. I see some fat hey misters now.
But
yes, Lord.
I'll be like, you ain't pulling out a strap on though.
Randy said he dated a bisexual. The relationship didn't work out, but it had nothing to do with that. Is she still bisexual or just a lesbian, Randy?
And did you get to have
and when did she decide?
Man, they be really wanting them. They be really wanting them women. They just scared. Come out 100%.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Also, I'm going to say if I was a lesbian, I don't want a girl that looks like a dude.
Why are you gonna say no?
Because I just wouldn't feel comfortable. I already got same thing y'all said. I already got all the bitches to deal with. Now I got to deal with the dudes too. Like no.
Yeah, I did with She-Man.
Like you sitting there and like I can't bring my homegirls or my homeboys around you. And gay guys, they ruthless. They hardcore about taking a straight man. I know if I got a bisexual one, I'm probably at a loss here. At least the gay guys I know.
What
I
about
got
you, Shop Lady?
a close friend. We fighting over a celebrity now.
No, I've never dated a bisexual person, and I don't think that I would be interested or have any. Because it's so funny that you brought this question up because I had a guy that recently told me that he is messed up in the head because his woman left him for another woman.
I thought you were gonna say something else. I thought we was getting that.
I definitely thought she was about to say that she had a guy tell her that he was bisexual.
And they wanted to add you to it.
But no, but you know what's funny? A guy that I dated when I say extremely long time ago, I am hearing rumors that he is on the train now.
Rumor has it.
So I'm glad that I'm like 30 years post.
Maybe you drove more.
It's definitely harder for a woman to date a bisexual man than it is for guys to date a bisexual woman.
I think that depends on age. Because I asked some new age little females, not little, but females, and sometimes they be like, I don't care, you don't matter. And I'd be like, whoa. But anyway.
That's true. The younger generations are much more fluid with their lives. You know, they let their white friends call them the N-word, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, Kathy, so it ain't nothing new. Not just playing.
You know what else young generation is into? Well, my oldest daughter is I don't know what this guy, I don't know if this is a boyfriend, whatever, but her ex-boyfriend, like they into like basically like no gender roles at all.
Yeah, that's different.
If we go out, you don't gotta pay for me. Everybody pay for themselves. Like I be confused, like what the fuck is going on? Like you out with your man, or she can check out the trash while the nigga laid up. I be confused.
I definitely feel like now I have no problem paying when I go out with my man. I don't feel like splitting a check when I'm out with friends, so I definitely don't feel like splitting a check when I'm out with my man.
Right. So if you pay one time, he pay the next, that's all good. That's natural. But if we always go out and I pay my own way and you pay your own way, this generation is crazy.
Then we just friends.
I mean, maybe that's their way of saving money.
All right, so what's yours? What's your next one?
So mine was the child one. That was a non-negotiable. And I don't mean you just gotta be cool with my child. Like the rule was for me to be with somebody, they were gonna have to accept her like it's their child. And you can't tell nobody on earth, maybe her biological father, but you can't tell nobody that ain't Mimi's dad.
And guess what? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So, bling bling for prayer answered, because I was like, I will not. I absolutely refuse.
So fuck Sierra prayer. We need to say the Toya prayer.
I mean, I do
be a man who loves my kid.
I mean, it wasn't verbatim because she got a rich one, but I think me and Sierra probably had our prayers lined up. Like we was both.
Russell Wilson?
I always say that we are the version that's in financial training of Russell and Sierra.
Okay.
Like if you all three of us, if you look at the three of them and the three of us, yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
All right, sharp lady.
Deal or
Okay.
no
What's
deal?
my next?
No, you ain't answer mine.
Oh, it's a deal breaker for me.
Mm.
It's a definite deal breaker for me. And if my kids say we don't like them, they out.
Let's say they made it a long time. Do they have the right to disciplinary your kid?
Hell no.
See, y'all only want half. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You know somebody.
Define disciplinary.
I mean, if the boss get out of line, I might have to. No, I'm just playing. But
yes, Randy.
I mean,
So
yo, if your child's super disrespectful and he deserves a little popping, is you mad at that?
No, we ain't gonna do no popping, but
Do you pop your kid?
you got to put these kids in their place, or else they're gonna run over you.
So do you just do it verbally?
You got to do it verbally.
So
As you being the other person, you got to show them who is the boss. Because if you don't show them, they're gonna run right over your ass.
So is the
All
only
that
way to show them is talking?
you don't need you don't hey look, you ain't gotta put no hand to no kid if you know how to say it correctly.
I don't know how to say
and
it
I
correctly.
agree
I've
with
never
I
been
agree
like
with
that.
that. I agree with that, Hutch, because my mother, I've never got a spanking. My mother had that straight voice tone, and I knew like the change in her voice meant I better get it together, or else.
What is or else?
I
Well,
knew that whatever the next level was going to be.
She just gonna
never
keep
So
talking
that's
to you.
huh.
She just gonna keep talking to you.
No, I don't know what her next level was going to be because I never tried it. But I know that if she, if she went from one level to another one, I knew that something was coming. So I just kind of
How did you know if
relaxed
nothing ever
myself
came?
because she just had the change in voice and the change in facial expression was enough for me. I never tested the limit
well,
because
in
I
my
seen. Go ahead.
go ahead.
I seen her get with my cousins. Put it like that.
That's what I was gonna say. My sister got beaten, so I knew what the next level was. So I did not. I got one beating in my life, and that was because allegedly I rubbed a knife on my sister's leg. And if that happens to be true, she deserved it. But I won't go there. I won't go into that. But because I knew what the next level was, my mother could look at me and I would cry. And even though my father was the one who dished out that beating, he probably wouldn't do it again. So I could get away with murder with him, but my mother could look at me and I cried, so I wasn't playing it. But beatings don't work with all kids. Um, a beating would never work with Mimi. So of course because she doesn't connect that's a punishment.
So talking
So,
does?
huh?
A talking to does?
No, it doesn't. So I may have to take something away from her, or if she knows when she's done something wrong. So if she sees us walk away from her, that hurts her feelings. So that's her best punishment is like, okay, bye.
Hutch, what's your nuclear level?
what's my nuclear level?
Yeah.
Um, I don't play children disrespecting adults.
But
So
what do you do?
whether it be myself or another adult, or I will yoke even my older kids. I will yoke them straight on up.
Hudson is yoking, pushing,
Yeah,
and shoving.
yeah. I will yoke them straight on up. Like this is not what we doing.
Do you yoke him up from the back?
Straight from the chest.
Yeah.
I haven't put no hands on no child in a long time. Like I wouldn't even know. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm lying. When I went to that school building last year, and that child was disrespectful to the teacher, I felt I was embarrassed. So therefore, you embarrass me, I'm about to come in there and embarrass you.
You beat that baby.
Straight in that bathroom.
I can't believe you beat
So you went to where you knew there was no cameras?
Straight in the The lady said the bathroom is open.
Oh, so they coached you through it.
So she encouraged you to beat him.
I was coming in to beat him anyways, but I just didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know if I was going to give him the straight in the hallway or what.
Were you mad?
Mad. I feel like you coming in, you disrespecting the teacher, you balling up your fist and bucking at the teacher. Oh no, buddy. Now I got to give you something. This is what you wanted.
Oh, well, Randy's going to jail. Hutch, I'm with you. My wife walked in on me yoking my son up. I almost hung that boy up by his shirt. She was like, "Can we switch, please?"
You know how mothers are with their sons. They don't want to see that happen.
That's why their sons be out here killing people and collecting points.
Yep.
Because they don't believe in disciplining them.
Well, being that we're on a podcast, we might be a highly valued target.
Damn, they coming for us?
I don't know. I don't be outside.
Well, let me log off like Kathy then, because
they ain't even gonna know Kathy's a high value target.
I'm too old to be being shot.
Nah, it ain't no age on that, sis.
I think it's a young kid sport.
Oh, there was this one dude, right?
Or old people that don't leave the hood.
Nah, so this one dude, right? They had killed his father. The next day, he went into a fish store, like a fish fried whatever. He killed 4 people. He went to jail the next day. Then he ended up beating the fucking case. And G Herbo was supposed to take him to Egypt, but of course G Herbo didn't take him nowhere. And then they was on there like, G Herbo, when you taking him to Egypt? And
what?
Yo, speaking of, so like I know this is going back to the drill rapper thing, but there are certain people in the game who was really in the game, like G Herbo, Lil Durk, and they ain't say nothing about no Chief Keef though.
Damn, Chief Keef wasn't in the game.
I mean, they ain't say, maybe he was on a different part of Chicago.
That's the shit I don't like.
Anyway.
All right. Whose turn is it?
Are we still on that?
Oh, you want to pray?
No, I was about to ask about love in Marriage Huntsville.
I haven't been watching.
Oh, wait a minute. Hutch, did you watch Married at First Sight, which is about to come in a little while, so I'm going to have to get on.
I haven't. Let me see. Did I watch the recent one? I don't think I'm that caught up yet.
I don't think I'm caught. I might be caught up, but I be like in and out of it by the time I get off the show.
I seen how that guy and his how him and his woman was beefing at first, and now they fucking like rabbits.
The one who he said she was ugly.
Yeah.
Like, she really wants to be in that relationship because he has said, I don't like you. I don't find you attractive. Then it was like, I really appreciate the way you took the fact that I think you're ugly. And she's just like, I know, right? But the black couple is the funny one. So I want to get your opinion since you are a dog owner, Six.
Mm-hmm.
The first issue was, I think I might have told y'all about this, but they went to go introduce first of all, you have human children and you have dog children. Do you understand the difference between the two?
No.
I had something smart to say, but I'm not going to say it. Have you ever had a dog, Hutch?
Yeah, I had a dog before.
Does your dog compare to your children?
Hell no.
Yeah.
I gotta feed my
People,
children soon.
huh?
I gotta go feed my children right after this.
Yeah, but if your dog die, you gonna cry and probably replace it. If
I
your
mean,
child die, it's not the same ball game at all. It ain't close.
some people gonna cry and they're gonna replace it.
It still ain't close. It Cannon got 20 more kids rolling in, but it ain't gonna compare to having to bury your child. But so the first issue was they went to go introduce the dogs. His dog attacks her dog.
Damn.
And he pulls the dog back, and she's like, "What happened?" And he says, "Oh, nothing. The dog's eye is bleeding. The dog needed stitches. Sweetie, something happened." So she was mad at him. They were having a perfect marriage until this dog incident happened because her child was hurt. That's all she kept saying. My child was hurt. What did you say? Oh, I already showed that. So she told him that they said that the dog would. He said he eventually told her that the dog had attacked 2 other dogs before.
Hello.
And
Once again.
My bad.
What was that?
That was one of my workers. My bad.
Oh, so she found out that the dog attacked 2 other dogs, and he was like, "Oh, but the only difference was they provoked my dog that time." So she has that issue with him. He's like, he's gonna put his dog in training. She said, if it don't change the dog's behavior, the dog gotta go. So my second question is, if you were not married and you had these dogs, and your dog attacked somebody, say you and Shamika meet, and she got Paris and you got Louis. And Louis attacks Paris, and she says, "In order to stay married to me, you got to get rid of Louis." What you gonna do?
I don't know, but they have fought before, and that is.
But they y'all dogs together, so that's a y'all decision. But I mean, like, would you choose your marriage or would you choose the dog? Because this your child.
I don't know. That's rough because a dog truly is a man's friend. And I thought about this prior to with my other dog. It's like, yo, when I'm down and I ain't got shit, my dog's still gonna love me. When no matter what, he's still gonna come to me. So I don't know, dude.
Are you choosing the dog over your marriage?
Nah, FTD.
Kathy?
She out again.
I thought she just cut her camera off. All right, so then the second, Kathy, would you choose
No,
the dog or the marriage?
I'm having issues. We having a power outage, and my phone is like dead, so it keeps going on and off right in this moment. So I'm having that's why it's going in and out.
That's
But
probably the weather that they was talking about. Canceled my flight.
yeah, well, we got it yesterday. It was a major storm that came through that tore up this area yesterday. So I don't know what's going on today. But for me, both of the dogs have to go.
Both of them?
Yeah,
The
both
dog that
of them.
got attacked gotta go too?
Yeah.
It's only fair.
It's only fair, yeah.
But the dog ain't do nothing.
Both of them. I'm not giving up my pet if I'm not going to ask them to give up theirs if I can't give up mine. So both of them gotta go. They both gonna get rehomed.
Jeez.
Or you just separate them. So like
no, I mean they're gonna rehome to whatever happens.
People who let they dogs are really like children. They come and go as they please. They get the room. There's no separating them. They in the house. They ain't outside. They in there.
I would rather separate them than give them away.
All right. So the next issue. Now I'm on the wife's side on this one. I don't know where she was to not notice what was going on. But meanwhile, his dog is at training. Her dog didn't eat for 2 days and was spitting up blood, and he did not tell her.
Damn.
And she was like, "I thought you were going to share with me and we were going to be open about things." He was like, "I figured I had it handled, so I didn't need to overshare that." I was like,
he should have took the dog to the doctor already.
Right. Like that any breathing thing spitting up blood is an issue. How did you think you handled it if it didn't involve the vet?
Well, the question is, did her dog already have a problem?
Well, I don't know. But the thing is, you come to me and say, hey, like if I'm walking down the street and I see an owner turn their head and I see the dog throwing up, I'd be like, hey, mainly because I want him to clean it up. I'm like, hey, your dog is throwing up.
So what they'd be like, mind your fucking business. We in
So,
Baltimore.
Right.
I probably don't be in that part of Baltimore where people would respond like that.
Oh.
Where I walk around that, they be like, oh my God, thank you so much. And want to tell me about the dog.
Ooh, Cecil County.
And that's when, nigga, that's not where I live. I'm still in Baltimore. I said not that part of Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
But so she's like, but my only problem with her is she's like, he's being manipulative by not telling me. I was like, I want to get her a dictionary so she knows what that word means. He's not manipulating her at all. It's like, but he definitely lacks communication skills. If you can, like, when I say how was the day, it should be your dog was bleeding. You might want to do something with it. The only thing I can think is maybe he was afraid it was a residual effect of his dog attacking her dog and was like, I don't want to make it any worse by telling her this. But
you know, sometimes when you try to be the hero, you always end up the villain. So it's a possibility that that's probably what happened.
And he was just being stupid. So that's that show. And our show is coming back Saturday.
P Valley?
You know damn well P Valley ain't coming back Saturday. You got a good 2 years to wait for that.
What show?
Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Oh, is it going to have Sheree?
Yes.
It is?
Yes, Sheree will be on there.
Oh,
You
wow.
must ain't see the previews.
I didn't.
Sheree will be on there. I don't know if this will be on there, but Melanie got custody of the kids.
I mean,
I don't know if that'll be on there only because that just happened like last weekend.
she got custody. So who had custody before?
I don't know what their state law is, but typically, I know here one parent doesn't have custody over the other. So in order to get custody, you have to file for it. So they went to court. He lost. They supposed to cover it. Like I saw a clip of it ended on Melanie telling Kimmy about Melnika thinking they had something going on, which is Martel's assistant or whatever, or manager. But it shows a clip. It shows a clip of her like, well, why do they care who I'm fucking? What do it matter? But then it goes on to him being with Sheree. So Martel is just swinging that all over Huntsville, and he was talking bad about his baby mother, so she was talking bad about him.
Just normal TV stuff.
I know they fought Miss Wanda.
Who fought Hands?
I think it looks like it gets physical, but I don't know if they actually like connect.
Who fighting her?
But the last episode, I think they were outside of Destiny's store or something. And it shows Melanie going out to confront Miss Wanda. And then the preview show both of them going after her. And right after that, Martel was not, is it Martel? Martel was online saying that on Instagram saying that Miss Wanda wouldn't be filming anymore.
Oh, I see that part. But being that we only got to the last 10 minutes.
Yes.
And the past is not here today. Hutch, what you thought about Raising Kanan?
I didn't see last episode.
Nah. And then a boo boo.
I tried to throw you some bait.
I kind of want to watch it. I saw somebody plays in it that I like, but I can't think of who it was.
Omar Epps.
I've been busy. Yeah.
Oh, well, can I give you a spoiler alert?
Nope.
Oh, Lord. All right, well.
But if we're done, we can end it early with a...
Yeah.
Praise God. Let LaToya get in front of the TV before 8 o'clock. Give
Put your
me 10
microwave dinner
minutes.
in.
My husband went to go pick up Chipotle for me.
Oh, I hope you
I'll
have
take
heart.
the
Pop.
I hope you
What
have
you
heart.
say? Why would you wish that on me? But I had Pepsi upstairs for the haters. This is why Hutch is my favorite person.
That's cool. Hutch, what you eating tonight?
Huh?
What you eating tonight?
I don't know. I'm trying to get out of Dulles Airport, so I don't know what the hell will happen.
Oh, you ain't eating for a minute.
Yeah,
We
I
need
know.
another cook-off.
When we gonna see each other?
We were supposed to today.
So what we cooking next time?
So the next in-person show, we can do a cook-off.
I mean, I usually win those. I mean,
fried chicken. Who got the best fried chicken?
I can't fry no chicken.
Oh, and I will do John Legend's fried chicken on you.
Oh Lord.
You don't want that smoke.
How'd you fry chicken?
I don't mess with oil.
So how you gonna be in it?
It was y'all two. It's always y'all.
I mean, y'all can participate. We'll go in the group chat and see what everybody can make.
That's called a potluck. Not a.
I mean, didn't we do the pepper steak last time?
We didn't. We just showed them. Like, we made them at home, and we each showed ours.
Maybe we should each just make something.
Spaghetti.
So again, you want a potluck?
Spaghetti.
I mean, her spaghetti tastes like cereal. I heard.
Cereal, damn.
I mean, her chili tastes like cereal.
He said my cereal tastes like chili. I meant my chili tastes like cereal.
I mean, when you throw a whole bunch of sugar and everything, it is what it is.
A whole bunch of sugar in it, but you ate it.
Who got the best spaghetti out of y'all two? Let's go.
I don't know, man. That spaghetti too like regular.
Well, I mean,
feels like he's scared.
I'm not scared. Because next thing you know, she'll come in with more noodles and spaghetti sauce. And then
he's just mad because I had rice and I had I didn't make the cornbread. That was the plan.
I know.
Like I bring all the accoutrements.
Can you spell that?
Not at all.
Okay.
I don't even know if I said it right.
I don't think you said it right.
I think I said it right. I know you're not talking Harold Palmer.
What
was it? Carvet. Milk.
Hutch, matter of fact, yours was about to be the time when you said something wrong too, but I changed it.
No problem. I know I said mine's wrong.
I know because you said it. At least I know how to say Carvet.
That's right.
What you should have had in the intro. All the words you mess up.
I couldn't find them all. That should take a long ass time.
I can find them.
But all right, y'all have a good night.
We will see everyone next Wednesday.
All right, have a holiday weekend.
Is it a holiday weekend?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so what day is work closed?
Monday.
Next Monday?
Yes.
Oh, and I only worked 2 more days this week. I only worked today, Thursday, and Friday. Oh, look at God.
I think everybody only works those 2 days.
No, I didn't work Monday and Tuesday, so I only worked 3 days this week is what I'm saying. Was that your schedule?
My schedule?
Mind your business.
I'm not going to talk about my schedule. Goodbye.
Don't work. Bye.
I do.
All right, good folks.